You know, yesterday, the president and First Lady Melania Trump marked their 13th wedding anniversary. Congratulations. We don't know how they marked the day because the White House hasn't told us. In fact, we haven't heard much about the First Lady in quite some time. Short time ago, I talked via Skype with Washington Post reporter Emily Ohio, who's written about Melania Trump. Emily, my first question, it's a commoner's question. Everything okay with the president and the First Lady?
Well, we don't know. It's been radio silence on their Twitter feed, which, as we know about this particular president, is unusual. This is particularly interesting because yesterday was their 13th wedding anniversary, and there was nothing on social media from either one of them, no sort of sweet notes the way we've seen from former President Obama, certainly, and the former First Lady, but also from other former presidents. H.W. Bush and W. Bush both have sent out notes on their anniversaries, sweet notes to their wives. So this was a little bit of a curiosity that we didn't hear anything from them publicly. We also know that they didn't, as far as we know, spend the night out on the town. There was no private dinner on the president's schedule, and there was no sighting of the president and First Lady anywhere out in D.C. Now, I should note that this is not necessarily unusual because the two of them don't usually go out. They're not, they don't hit the restaurants the way the Obamas did, certainly. But there was nothing that we know of that happened at the White House last night that was on a public schedule. So we don't know how they celebrated, but it was certainly a very quiet celebration if they did celebrate at all.
Yeah, and who are we to imply anything here, Emily? But there's some other nuggets here. Anniversary, celebrating 1 year in the White House. There was no joint picture. I think there was a photo released by the White House of Melania and I think her security guy. Also, she's not going to go to Switzerland with the president. A lot of people are asking why. What do you make of all this?
Well, the First Lady's office, first of all, didn't get back to me about their plans for their anniversary. And when it comes to the canceling of that trip to Davos this weekend, the First Lady's office did say that that was a scheduling issue. So that's purportedly why she is staying home. That tweet, though, and also an Instagram from the First Lady that you just mentioned, it was her celebration of the president's first year in office, their first year of their administration, and it was a picture of herself and her military escort. So very curious that it wasn't a picture of the First Lady and the president. So, we could be reading so much into this, right? But when it comes to Melania Trump, she has a very carefully curated presence on social media. She's so aware of the power of an image. She's a former model, so that shouldn't come as a surprise. So yes, do we overanalyze and try to see tea leaves in this Instagram post? Probably, but there's so much that's intentional about the way that she presents herself to the public that we can't help but do that.